Just looking down there, it's everyone is here. It's a real talent. You've got a couple of 19-year-olds. You've got Haile Gebrselassie of Eritrea, only 19. World Junior Championship silver medalist last year. Bakkali and Jaeger must feel they've got a chance here. And of course, when you look at Kipruto, he's won everything, and yet he hasn't broken 8 minutes. 8 minutes is his target, certainly, and I have to say to you that they've set a target, if they go with it, of 7:55 tonight, so that is really quite something. The meeting record is 7:53.63. That's Saif Said Shaheen of Qatar back in 2004. It stood for a long time, but 9 minutes, or rather 8 minutes, is the target. If they go with the pace, there are two pacemakers, John Koech of Bahrain and Haron Lagat of the United States, and they will get to the front. And look at Kipruto. Kipruto means business, doesn't he? Lagat trying to get in front of him to take on the pace. Jaeger moving up into that third place as well. I have to say to you, this is looking businesslike, because they've gone off very, very quickly indeed. Koech leads them, and Kipruto there, Jaeger is there, Kirui is there.
Sandy Morris then at 4 meters 65. No trouble at all for Morris. Yes, she likes this facility. She comes here with very, very positive memories. Came in at 4:55. That was her opening effort. No problem at that. And 4:65 equally dealt with the same ease by the American. Stefanidi, incidentally, only coming in at this height, 4:65, despite it being a cool evening. That's nicely set for a great battle. That's a women's pole vault. We'll obviously keep bringing you the best of that.
Well, I can tell you that the pace is quick. We'll get some sort of indication when they come through the line. There are 28 barriers, 7 water jumps for newcomers to this event. And Lagat and Koech had to really motor to get ahead of the Olympic and world champion Consensus Kipruto. Jaeger is there, Bakkali is there, Kirui is there, and we'll get some idea as they're coming up to 6 laps to go in this race. And it's very, very quick. It's about 7:57 at the moment on that sort of timing early on in the race, Tim.
Well, Stuart, I was talking to Consensus Kipruto's agent earlier on today, and I said, how's he feeling? What's he thinking about tonight? And he said, the comment from Consensus Kipruto was that the world record is in Qatari hands, and he wants it back in Kenyan hands. Lasitskani there in this high jump, by the way. Jumping so well, dominant as usual, perfect up to and including 1:94. That's her second attempt at 1:97, and she goes clear. Levchenko and she, the only two left in it. Beautiful. It was way over that, just scraped it a little bit on the way back down. But that is an indication there's plenty more to come from her.
Well, let's just look now. Just calm down a little bit here. It's slowed down a little bit. One just gets that sense, but we'll soon find out as they go through with 5 laps to go. We're looking for about, it's slowed down. That last 400 meters has slowed absolutely, well, rather the last lap has slowed, 2:40, which is 2 seconds. It's still very quick indeed. It's about 7:57. They're maintaining that sort of pace, I guess. And Kipruto is up there. Jaeger, the American, sitting in behind him. And he really is a man who will compete. Lovely technician. Bakkali then in 4th place at the moment as we stand, with the pacemaker still there. 7:55 was the target, and they're sticking to it.
Levchenko then. Well, she's had 2 failures at 1:97. She saw Lasitskani go clear at her second attempt, and therefore there was no point in her having a 3rd attempt, because Lasitskani would stay in front of her. She has, rather riskily, passed her 3rd attempt at 1:97. I guess she didn't really have any choice, and is now attempting 1:99 as the 19-year-old Ukrainian, the World Championship silver medalist. That left knee quite heavily strapped. She is a 2:01 jumper. Let's not forget that, and she achieved that this year back on the 12th of August at the London Diamond League. We'll bring you that jump.
Well, they're certainly round about the 8-minute mark at the 8-minute mark at the moment on this steeplechase. So Jaeger's taken it on, tried to push it on a little bit. with Concelsius Kipruto in second place, as you can see, Bakkali in third, Karui in fourth place. So they're strung out.
Well, here is Levchenko, the bar at 199. If she clears this, it'll be quite spectacular and really put the pressure on the Russian Lasitskini. No, she went for it. Not a bad effort, but ultimately not bad is not good enough in the vertical jumps, and she finishes in second place over a strong field. Gruber in third. Lasitskini, as has been the case again and again and again this summer, is the winner tonight and is therefore the Diamond League champion of 2017. Will she jump on? The bar, remember, at 199 now. Let's have a look at this once more. It's pretty close, and I think she knows it, and she knows it's a height she's been to before. That confidence is there. It rounds off what has been a fabulous season.
Kebeni is up in that leading group with Bakkali, but Jaeger still leaves. Concelsius Kipruto in second place. Bakkali in fourth place, and he's got a terrific finish. And behind him, Karui. And really, when you look at this, Kebeni of the United States, he's 27. He's got an 8:08 in Monaco this year, so he's in contention as well. And Bakkali now moves into third place. Bakkali's a real danger here. But Jaeger, well, he's the man with the confidence. I've said it several times. He's not afraid to compete with an event, but the Kenyans have dominated this event year after year. And when you... Kipruto winning that world title, Bakkali, of course, got the silver medal in the World Championship, so he's full of confidence, and he's in third place at the moment.
Stuart, the reason that Evan Jaeger has taken the lead is because that second kilometre was slowing. It had really got a little bit languid after an opener of 2:40, which promised so much. That second kilometre outside 2:44, they went through 2,000 in 5:24. And we mustn't forget that Concelsius Kipruto has fabulous finishing speed. He knows, he's very confident. Talking to his agent, he says Concelsius knows he can out-sprint anyone if it comes down to it over the last couple hundred metres. And Evan Jaeger is trying to draw that sting out of his tail, the American. He's strong, Jaeger, and has greater speed endurance, but doesn't have the same change of pace as the Kenyan in second place.
No, you're quite right, and that was a slow phase of the race that's taken them outside 8 minutes, and they really have got to be a rush on if they've got any chance of getting close to 8. But certainly Jaeger has established the tenor of the race. Bakkali is in third place behind Kipruto. Then you've got Kebeni of the United States, Karui up there as well, and they're well strung out once again as they come down. And they'll see the bell, or they'll hear the bell, that's for sure. Bakkali looking very, very strong. Kebeni then in fourth place. And look at Bakkali. Bakkali's really going past Concelsius Kipruto. 7:03 to go with one lap, or one circuit to go. Bakkali then, Bakkali of Morocco takes it on. Jaeger is being run down now by Concelsius Kipruto. Jaeger's in third place. Kebeni's in fourth place. As they go down the back straight for the last time, and that gap, well, has Kipruto got the speed, the pace, the Olympic champion, the world champion in second place? Jaeger is spent. He's way down at the moment in the final stages. He's had to let go. He took the race, tried to get it into a sub-8 minute territory, but hasn't managed to do that. But let's have a look at this. Bakkali and the world champion behind him, the Olympic champion, the world silver medalist, in the lead at the moment with just over 100 metres to go.
And Jaeger crashing to the ground there at the water jump. He's lost about 20 metres.
Yeah, he has, but the race on now. Bakkali's going to take this from Kipruto. And look at Kipruto go for the sprint, but I don't know, has he got enough? He has! Kipruto, Concelsius Kipruto takes it from Bakkali. What a... Well, the last 50 metres, that was some race. And the time, well, 8:04. Promised far more than that. Yes, Jaeger did have a problem at that last water jump. It was clearly he was suffering considerably in the final stint. Kipruto did not want to go. The Olympic champion, the world champion, wanted the diamond, and he's got it.
That is a special quality. If you can raise your game and sprint like blazes with 50 metres to go, you're a very, very lucky athlete. I think you're born with that. I don't think you can train for that. Jaeger did incredibly well to get up and hang on for third place. Watch this water jump. He can't make up his mind whether to clear the barrier first without touching it or not. He never does that normally, Jaeger. I think he got fooled. He tried to sort of copy Kipruto in front of him, and he tried to clear the barrier hurdle style without touching it, and of course wasn't prepared for the landing. This is Bakkali sprinting for the tape. Think he's got the $50,000 sorted out. No time to respond when somebody comes past you about 3 or 4 strides out. But Concesnos Kipruto looks under control here, doesn't he? He's got it in his sights. He's absolutely in charge. He knows he's got that sprint speed, and he times it absolutely perfectly. No chance to react to that.
Well, I have to say, that was one of the strangest finishes I've seen. 8:04.73, personal best for